going to turn now. Our next guest is a very impressive, barrier-breaking lady, and she has no shortage of titles.
That's
really
correct, TJ. She was appointed by former President Barack Obama and nominated by former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to become the first female and African-American faith leader to hold the position of U.S. Ambassador for International Religious Freedom. So please, everyone, welcome Reverend Dr. Suzan Johnson Cook. Reverend Doctor, which one? I don't know. Which title should I call you? Which one?
Dr. Johnson Cook is fine today. It's Faith Friday and it's shorter, but it's so good. I'm so glad to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we are so happy to have you here. As we just mentioned, all of your incredible accolades. I know one of the things that you talked about that America still needs to deal with, I believe, even today, I think you said this several years ago, the 3 R's: race, religion, and respect for women. Where are we on those right now?
Not very far. I said that 10 years ago when I was coming out of finishing my tenure with President Obama, and we're not really very far. We've seen a leadership that's incited race issues and that has not respected women, and certainly religion has not been on the forefront. But one thing I'm excited about is corporate America, and America is coming to grips with the fact that people need to bring their whole selves to work. And so there are corporate ERGs, faith ERGs that are being formed, employee resource groups, so people can have a chance to practice their faith during their work hours and not have to leave their faith at home, so we can be whole, mind, body, and spirit.
Something you talk about, faith, right? And faith, these have been some difficult times, divisive times, but you talk about soul soldiers, if you will. Can you give folks advice on how we can be better brothers and sisters to our neighbors that it seems like we are just been head to head with for so long?
Well, that's a great question. You know, President Biden campaigned on we are fighting for the soul of our nation, and we are. And that's why you saw the movie Soul, that I was a faith advisor for, become so popular, because people understand that we've paid a lot of attention to our mind and our bodies, but not a lot to our spirits. And so the scriptures talk about love your neighbor as yourself. So there has to be some self-love. A lot of people have lost their dignity and decency and have become very hate-filled. And so we have to start on what I call attitudinal aerobics, starting to lift our spirits and lift our attitudes so that we can be that kind person to ourselves and to our neighbors, to our families, to our friends. And I think that's when we begin to have a better America, when we love ourselves, when we respect everyone, regardless of their color of their skin or the content of their character, to quote Dr. King, then we begin to have a better America. So we have to start sitting at the table together, not hating each other, but listening and respecting one another. One of the things that happened for me, I had 199 countries. And so I had to go to all regions of the world and begin to sit down at the table with one another. We have to do that here in America. We're not the divided states of America. We are the United States of America. Let's start working towards that.
Wow. I mean, I had chills through everything you just said. It was all so true and spoken so beautifully to everyone who's listening. I also know that you want to talk about this groundbreaking new initiative you have. Tell us about it.
The Lilly Endowment gave us $1 million to do the Black Women in Ministry, the Real Black Women in Ministry Thrive initiative. It's 52 Black women, 26 who are senior pastors, 26 who are coming into ministry, who are mentored by these senior pastors. It's for advancement and placement of women in parish ministries.
Here we are on Faith Friday, and our guests, as our viewers always know, our Faith Friday guests, we asked for a little inspiration going into the weekend. So what do you have for us?
You know, I had the privilege of being Mrs. Coretta Scott King's other daughter. And so I lived in their house many times. And Dr. King said, you know, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. So let's be the light. Let's walk in the light. Let's shine the light. Let's be light for one another. We have to drive out the darkness that's facing us. And we are so excited because light can happen. So you walk in it. Start today on this Faith Friday. Walk in the light.
And your light is contagious. Reverend Dr. Suzan Johnson Cook, thank you so much for shining on us today and into the weekend. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.